Hello, welcome to Lil's Vintage World. This video is going to be the book design tag, a very me tag. I was tagged by the lovely Alice from the channel Alice and the Giant Bookshelf, who is a lovely booktuber whose mission is to try and get through her giant TBR that she has, and you should definitely check it out. She reads quite a wide array of genres, so I'm sure there's a book or two that she's reviewed that would interest you. She does read quite a lot of Agatha Christie as well, so I'm sure you'll like her. So there are quite a few questions. Let's get into it. Number one, a book that you bought primarily or completely because of the cover. Now this was rather a recent purchase, and that is The Tortoise and the Hare by Elizabeth Jenkins. So I own this book already. I own it in the Virago Modern Classics Designer editions, which are hardbacks. They're very beautiful, and I bought it in that edition because I owned some other books in that edition, so I thought, oh, they all look nice. But I kept this cover and this edition on my wish list because I just thought how wonderful it is, how beautiful it is. I just thought it was so lovely, and I was like, but I don't need it because I've already got a copy of it. And then, you know, you put out into the universe what you want and it comes back to you. That's what I think anyway. And I saw this in a charity shop and it was £1 and I had to have it because it's just stunning. So yes, a complete cover buy because I bought it literally because of the cover and only because of the cover, because I already own this book, but it's just too beautiful to not have it. Question 2. A book you want to buy that has a beautiful cover. And for this, I have to say the kind of special editions of Agatha Christie books. There isn't like one specifically, but they keep coming out with beautiful editions of Agatha Christie's works. Agatha Christie is such a popular crime author. She's a wonderful writer and completely deserves all the love and all the special editions. And yeah, they are sat on my wish list and I would like to own them, but I'm not getting them simply because I already own, I mean, some of them I own like 5 copies of, which I don't need, but I do get because they're so beautiful. But yes, I have a lot of those on my wish list and there's so many of them. So many beautiful editions of Agatha Christie's books. So they're on my wish list, but I'm being very good so far and haven't, you know, gone into temptation. I've held out. 3, your favourite series design. Now I don't tend to read series very much. I'm not really that type of person. I read a mixture of kind of classic books, particularly modern classics, and I read history, non-fiction. That's kind of like my 2 main genres. But there is a series that I love and adore, and that's a comic series called Giant Days. And these are the last 3, and I just really liked the design of them, particularly this one. As you can see, they're graduating. I think it's wonderful. This one with the clock. I just think they look so nice together. I think they look so cool. I love the artwork. So yeah, that's my favourite kind of series cover design, and I love the fact that they didn't change them throughout. Like, yay, thank you for not changing them, because that happens a lot. 4. Dust jacket. A book with a beautiful dust jacket or something unexpected under the cover. For this one, I had to pick this beautiful original book from the 1930s. It's called Designs by Joe. It's by Elizabeth Ann Loring, and it is a beautiful, stunning cover. It's so of its period. I just love it. It's stunning. So gorgeous. Yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it, and this dress is actually quite important to the story as well, and yeah, it's just so of its time. Gorgeous cover. 5. Naked Hardback, a gorgeous book with no dust jacket. Now, I don't know if this is cheating, but I have picked my wonderful Agatha Christie Folio Societies. So I have a few more, but look at this. This is Five Little Pigs. So this one and Sad Cypress is my favourite. They so far haven't done Sad Cypress in a folio, but look. So we have Amyas Crail here, who gets poisoned, and look, a little hand coming out and little drops of poison. So stunning, absolutely beautiful. I mean, Folio Society, there's a reason why they are so expensive, and it's because they're such good quality. And the other one that I have is The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. And here he is. There's the little dagger, the telephone, and oh, it's just so gorgeous. I have so many Folio Society books. I love them. I know they can be quite expensive to buy, but I always think with Folio Society, one, you're getting quality, and two, you're getting such a beautiful, beautiful edition. So I do like to have lots of folios. They're so beautiful. I could have picked any of my folios to show off. The other ones that I think are stunning are the Darling Buds of May. They're really nice. Dorothy L. Sayers ones are gorgeous. The PG Woodhouse ones are really nice. There's just so many beautiful Folio Societies, and I think that counts because it's like a dust jacket you can read the book with, but with a slipcase like Folio, you can't read it. So I think that counts. I don't think that's cheating. Okay, 6, a beautiful paperback, and for this I had to think long and hard because I was like, I've got so many to choose from, but in the end I picked Elizabeth Taylor. So these are the kind of newish designs when it comes to Elizabeth Taylor. This one is In a Summer Season. This was the second Elizabeth Taylor I ever read, and I just think it's so beautiful with the watercolour flowers, and it continues on the side and on the back. Oh, I just love it. It's so me. If you want me in a cover, that's it. Love it. 7, a non-fiction book with a lovely cover. And for this one, I picked actually my kind of favourite Tudor non-fiction book, and that is Elizabeth by David Starkey. There's 2 reasons why I love this book. First of all, the use of Elizabeth. So the Elizabeth here, that is Elizabeth's signature, and then on the back they've done it again. Sorry, my spine is completely cracked, I've read it so many times. And then I have 2 favourite portraits of Elizabeth first. One is the rainbow portrait, and the second favourite portrait is this one. So she's a lot younger here. Try not to get too much glare, but look how stunning it is. And I love the use of the portraiture and her signature, and I just think it's wonderful. Just love this cover. 8, a book with great end papers. And for this, I immediately thought of this series, which is this series here. It's the 6 Tudor Queens series. The one that I'm currently holding up to you is Anne Boleyn. They're by Alison Weir, and I could have gone for this for the series, but I had to pick this for end papers because look at the end papers. So on the front cover of the dust jacket, you have like the Queen here, an illustration of the Queen here, but then you take it off and boom, a full-length portrait of the miniature of the end papers. Stunning, absolutely ridiculously stunning, and it's the same throughout all of them, and yeah, they're just so beautiful. So I had to pick these for the end papers. And number 9, Spine, a book that looks just as gorgeous spine out as it does face out. And for that one, I had to pick the British Library Room Writers series, which is a series that I love. So they take books from the 1910s up to like the 1950s and republish them for modern readers to enjoy. This is Mama by Diana Teta, and I read this earlier this year. Oh my goodness, I loved this book. I absolutely adored it. So beautiful. So they all have like a silhouette, and they all have the title and the author's name. The silhouette always looks a bit different, and the font always looks a bit different, and the design, the colours and things like that, they're always a little bit different, but they all look very similar as well. But it's just so stunning because look at the spine like that, and it just follows the book round. It's just such it's such a simple design, yet so beautifully done, and together they look amazing. They look so wonderful as a group, and you can tell that they're that they are a kind of like a series, but they look just stunning like this and stunning like this, and yeah, I just love them. And finally, the last thing that you have to do in this tag is to tag some friends. Now, this is quite an old tag, so I'm not quite sure who's done it and who hasn't. So I've got 3 people in mind, and if you've done it, great, ignore me. I'll have to go watch your video. If you haven't done it, consider yourself tagged. So Julie from channel Hungry Bookworm, Graham from Graham Sellers Reads Books, and Kevy from Say Kevy. Those 3, if you have done it, great. Show me you've done it already. If you haven't done it, consider yourself tagged, because I would love to see all your lovely books, and you know me, I love a pretty book. So there we have it. I hope you enjoyed me going through my shelves. Oh, this was honestly such a fun tag to do, and it's such a me tag to do as well, because I do love a beautiful book. I'm probably a bit of a bookish snob really, because if there's like a book that's like £10 with like an okay cover, or a book that's £15 but a stunning cover, I'll always go for the stunning cover every time. Yeah, I can't help it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a lovely day. Take care, and I shall see you soon for the next video. Bye for now.